Dear students, in the second module of this chapter gravitation, we will discuss about mass and weight. First we will learn about mass. Mass of a body is the total quantity of matter which a body contains. So first point in this is mass of a body is the total quantity of matter which it contains. Mass of a body is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. It is measured by physical balance or beam balance. You must have visited jeweler's shop. You must have seen a device by which they are measuring the quantity of gold or silver. That device is called physical balance or beam balance. So mass is measured by beam balance. Next, and very important characteristic of mass is it remains constant. It doesn't change. The value of mass of a body remains same. Its SI unit is kg. Mass is measured in kilo. So you need to learn all these 5 points. Mass of a body is the total quantity of matter which a body contains. It is a scalar quantity. It is measured by beam balance or physical balance. It doesn't change from place to place. It remains constant, and its SI unit is kilogram. It is denoted by symbol small m. That's why I have written small m in the bracket. Now next quantity is which we are going to discuss, weight. Weight of a body is the force by which it is attracted by the earth. The force by which a body is attracted by the earth is called its weight. It is a vector quantity. Now the question is, why it is a vector quantity? Because it is defined as the force, and force is a vector quantity, therefore weight is also a vector quantity. Weight is measured by spring balance. Since force is measured by spring balance and weight is the force, therefore weight is also measured by spring balance. If you recall, all the old boys of the BBM, they can recall the activity performed in class 8th. You were asked to measure the frictional force, rolling friction and sliding friction, and to record the rolling friction and sliding friction, you used spring balance. So, since force is measured by spring balance and weight is also a force, so weight is measured by spring balance. Next, weight of a body is not constant. Is not constant. It changes from place to place. Next, weight. Next, SI unit of weight is Newton. Since weight is a force and the SI unit of force is Newton, so weight is also measured in terms of Newton. So, the points I have written in the same order which I wrote for mass, because these 5 points are the points of differences between mass and weight. Now, one more thing I would like to add, the weight relation between weight and mass. The weight of a body of mass m is given by weight. Weight is represented by W. W equals to mg, where g is acceleration due to gravity. Now, the force by which a body is attracted by the earth is called its weight. Weight is a vector quantity. Weight is measured by spring balance. Weight of a body is not constant, it changes from place to place. The question is, why weight changes from place to place? Now, by the formula, you can see that weight of a body depends upon 2 factors: mass of the body and acceleration due to gravity. Since acceleration due to gravity changes from place to place, since acceleration due to gravity changes from place to place, so the value of g also changes, and when the value of g changes, then the value of the product of mass and g will also change, that is the weight will also change. It is the reason that mass of the body remains constant, it doesn't change, but weight of the body changes from place to place. As I told you, the acceleration due to gravity is maximum at poles. So, if you are taking a body at pole, it will be heavier. Since the value of g is minimum at equator, if you are bringing that body at equator, it will weigh lesser. Its weight will be lesser. Because mass will remain same, since the value of g will change, the value of the product mg will also change, that is the weight will change. Now, in the previous module, we had derived a relation for acceleration due to gravity. G on Earth's surface is given by the formula gme upon re square. This is acceleration due to gravity on Earth. G is given by gme upon re square, where me is mass of Earth and RE is radius of Earth. Therefore, weight of a body, weight of body on weight of body of mass m on Earth will be given by weight on Earth. This is mg, where g is on Earth, and since the value of g is this gme upon re square, so we may write in place of g gme upon re square. So this becomes gmen upon re square. This is the weight of body of mass m on Earth. Now, if same body of mass m is taken on the moon, so weight of body of mass m on moon will be given by weight on moon. E represents weight on Earth, m represents weight on moon. This will be mass, since mass remains same. Acceleration due to gravity on moon. This gravity we will consider of moon, and when we are going to consider this gravity of moon, as I have written here, acceleration due to gravity of Earth. So here we have taken MERE. But when we will talk about the gravity of moon, this is the acceleration due to gravity of moon. So this will be m. The value of g, as I told you in the first module, it remains same in the universe, so it will not change. But instead of mass of Earth, we will take the mass of moon upon radius of moon square. So this will become g mm into m upon rm square. Is this clear? So gravity on moon, just acceleration due to gravity of moon will be given by gm equals to gmm upon rm square. It was on Earth, so we have taken the mass of Earth, radius of Earth. On moon, it will be mass of moon, radius of moon. So this is the weight. Now the question is, why we are discussing all these things? We are going to tell you very interesting result. You must be knowing that the gravity on the moon is very less. So the weight of body on moon reduces. So this we need to discuss here. Suppose weight of a body of mass m. First, on Earth, this is W E equals to G M E m upon R E square. Second, on moon will be W m equals to G M m into m upon R m square. This is equation first. This is equation second. On dividing equation second by first, we get Wm, this equation we are dividing by this, so on left hand side we will get Wm upon We, this equals to, on right hand side we will get Gmm into m upon Rm square upon Gme m upon Re square. This, when we will solve, we get Gmm upon Rm square. This division we will converting it into multiplication, so we will have Re square upon Gme m. Now this m will be cancelled, G will be cancelled. Wm upon We equals to, what I will get, see this carefully, and I am arranging Mn upon here lower side we are getting in the denominator Me, in here I am getting Re, here I am getting upon Rm, and since both are having square, so square of that. Now mass of moon, this is mass of moon. Mass of moon is 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 kg. This you need to learn. Then mass of earth, this is mass of earth, and this is in previous module also I have told you, it is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. The next is radius of earth. Radius of earth, this is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter, and Rm is the radius of moon, this is 1.7 into 10 to the power 6 meter. So when I substitute these values in this result, what I will get, Wm upon We equals to Nm, that is mass of moon, is 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 upon 6 into 10 to the power 24. Within bracket, radius of earth is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 upon 1.7 into 10 to the power 6 whole square. Wm upon We. Now 7.4 I am dividing by 6. 6 1 is 6, 1 is the remainder 14, and 6 2 is 12. So 1.2 into, this is 10 to the power 22 divided by 24, means 22 minus 24 will give us 10 to the power minus 2. This 10 to the power 6 is cancelled by 10 to the power 6, decimal is also removed, so we will get 64 upon 17 whole square. Correct? This is 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 17 3 ja 51, and when I will subtract 51 I will get 13, decimal 113, then 17 7 ja 119, so this much I will get. Now 1.2 into 3.7 into 3.7 into 10 to the power minus 2 means 100. You will take it in the denominator, it will become positive. 10 to the power 2 means 100, and when you will solve it, you will get 0.16. Now, one more thing before I explain you further. I am dividing 1 by 6. See, decimal 0, 6 1 is 6, 4 is the remainder, 0, 6 6 is 36. Means 0.16 is equal to 1 by 6. Nearly. Am I right? Because on dividing 1 by 6, I am also getting 0.16. So what is the meaning of entire discussion is that, what is this value? Of what this is the value? This is ratio of mass, weight of body of mass m to the weight of body on earth. So on cross multiplying, we are getting weight of body on moon is nearly equal to 1 by 6th time of weight of body on earth. For example, to make you better interested, for example, if weight on earth is 60 Newton, then therefore weight on moon will be nearly 1 upon 6 into 60, that is 10 Newton. So weight of any body on the moon will be 1/6 of its weight on earth. Clear? So this you need to practice. This can be asked, that prove that the weight of body on moon will be 1/6 of weight of body on earth. So here you need to learn these values. This earlier also, to get the value of small g on earth's surface, which we did in the previous module, we have learned these values. 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg is the mass of earth. 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter is the radius of the earth. These two more you need to learn. Now with this I will finish today's module. Before leaving, I will give you assignment. But what is important in the entire discussion? Two things are important. There is difference in the mass and weight of a body. I have told you 5 differences between mass and weight of a body. Clear? Mass of a body is the total quantity of matter which a body has, whereas weight is the force by which a body is attracted by the earth. Mass is a scalar quantity, weight is a vector quantity. Mass is measured by physical balance or beam balance, weight is measured by spring balance. Mass of a body doesn't change, weight of a body changes from place to place. The SI unit of mass is kg, the SI unit of weight is Newton. Next thing I told you that the weight of any body on the moon is approximately 1/6 of its weight on earth. So with this I conclude. Now assignment. In NCERT book on page 138 there are two questions, 1 and 2, which are related to the topics taught in this module. So solve these two questions. If you don't have NCERT book, you can download it from net. The link has been provided on the school website. So keep on solving these two questions. See you in the next module. Till then, stay safe, stay home.